We have breaking news. We are learning a single winning ticket has been sold in the world's largest lotto jackpot after the Powerball reached an estimated $2.3 billion. This big win comes after Monday night's drawing was actually delayed because of technical issues.
I like what you did there. Also, this billion-dollar ticket, the first one ever in the biggest state in the United States, which is California. $2.04 billion, according to the California Lottery, was the total value of that ticket. And it's just one ticket, Vicky. Oftentimes when we see this happen, it gets split up amongst a number of parties. But in this case, someone just became an instant billionaire, or perhaps an office pool. Not clear at this point. Those are the winning numbers: 10, 33, 41, 47, 56, and 10.
It's what everyone, well, I'd say most people dream of, winning the lottery. In fact, for a couple $billion, or maybe not. There's lots that I learned about the lotto, specifically the Powerball, Maz, as we went through this whole thing with the jackpot, a $2.04 billion. Now, that winning ticket, as they mentioned, was sold in California, but even more specifically, Altadena, just in the northern hills of Pasadena in California, Southern California, LA area. Someone matched all those numbers, but also, who else won here was this little convenience store that sold it. Watch what their winnings are. You ever see anybody sit and pose in front of their store like? Yo, this is gonna go into maybe one of my newest, not necessarily fears, but one of my newest concerns if I'm ever in this type of position from either one of these perspectives, because there's a lot that I learned here. Again, let's jump straight to the graphics, though, you guys. Graphic one here, because the other winners about this haven't been really called yet. The person hasn't even shown up yet. So the winning numbers, which were announced on Tuesday morning after Monday night's drawing, were those numbers as they pointed out. And while you likely weren't the jackpot winner, lotteries are urging players to check their tickets on the chance that you won one of the other, albeit smaller, prizes. This is crazy to me. No one's talking about this. I would love to be one of these folks. Per the Multi-State Lottery Association, more than 11.2 million tickets won cash prizes totaling $98.1 million, including 22 tickets that won $1 million prizes for matching the 5 white numbers, but not the Powerball. So this would be the perfect time to win like $1 million or $2 million, and then everyone's paying attention to the guy who won the billions over there, and I get to just skirt away and no one pays attention to me. Because again, that's my concern for folks who win. Anyways, no one still knows who won. More details on this. The winner is yet to come forward. That's what Carolyn Becker, a spokesperson for the California Lottery, said. She said somebody is holding on to a very important piece of paper this morning. The ticket did, however, make one millionaire. That's who we just saw, Joseph Chahaid, who's the owner of that gas station. He was awarded $1 million for being the retailer who sold that winning ticket. And so before we get to how many of these states report or don't report who's showing up, first of all, Maz, you ever win the lottery, even for maybe like $100, a scratcher?
Yeah, I might have won a scratcher or two. You know, it's funny when looking at those numbers, I was like, would I have picked those numbers? You know, you always
totally think, what I was thinking.
Yeah, but I never pick. If I do it, I'll just be like, give me 20, just give me a bunch of tickets. I'm happy for that guy though. I heard that he was, I think, maybe a Syrian immigrant or from some country, and good for him that he won the $1 million for doing that. And he said he has grandkids and he's going to spend it with them. And we are all hoping that whoever won the billion is also somebody who needed it versus like some, big executive that happened to be driving through Altadena on their way home to their mansion. And they were like, oh, I'll get a ticket.
Totally. No. There was one time I think Cameron Diaz or someone won.
J-Lo's mom,
like
I think.
$15,000, something like significant. Crazy.
No. J-Lo's mom, I think, won like a slot machine in Atlantic City for like $1 million or something.
Oh, geez. I didn't know about that one. I think this one was like, so that was a slot machine. It was a lotto ticket, a scratcher. I think Cameron Diaz one was like 10 or 15K. And they were like, oh, Cameron Diaz won money. And everybody's like, F Cameron Diaz. I was like, what do you want her to do, bro? She just... I get it. Now, by the way, the fact that we knew Cameron Diaz won leads me to this part about this story, because there's different rules in different states about who is identified. Let's go to Delaware, graphic 2. The state law in Delaware allows winners to remain anonymous. I love this part. That's according to their own lottery games group themselves. But there's this whole thing down in Florida that's a little different. In May of 2022, Florida passed a law that allows winners of $250,000 or more to remain anonymous for 90 days. You get 3 months before they come for you. After 90 days, the winner's name, city of residence, date won, and game and amount won are available for any third party to request. The winner's street address and telephone number, though, will remain confidential. Thank God for that. But here's California, since this one's won here. In the Golden State, the winner's full name and location of the business that sold their lucky ticket, they are required to be disclosed. And under California public disclosure laws, that information, as well as the total amount of winnings, are public information. That's, again, according to California Lottery Winners Handbook. So this person, maybe that's why they haven't shown up yet, Maz. They're going to have to be like, yeah, it's me. $2.04 billion, bro. I got it. I'm going to take this home, put it in the Chase Bank, and hope that no one follows me.
Well, in Florida, they give you 3 weeks because that gives you enough time to go hide before the drug dealers all come after you. And then in California, you got to tell them right away, because in California, the lawyers are going to come after you. They're probably going to find out how they can sue you. But from what I understood, on a $2 billion payday, I think if you take the full payout, it comes to like 900 million or something. Like if you just take it all. So even. Gosh, can you imagine?
So
I can't even.
From the 2 billion to the 900 is 997.6 million. Oof. Honestly, what do you do with it all? And some people may have the question, I would take the 2 billion. Bro, calm down. You can't go through the 997 million either. Trust. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, well, I think it's also about, like, do you get the first payout and then also the taxes you got to pay, et cetera. Yeah. I mean, either way, whoever got it is they got a lot of things to think about. But there was a great documentary. If people look it up, it was on Showtime. It's like lottery winners documentary. It was all about all these people who won lotteries, and it was great for like a week. And then their lives just went to hell. So,
Maz, it's like you were eavesdropping on the morning meeting. I was just talking about that. I was like, there's some documentary on somewhere. I just don't have the name or where it is. I said about the horror stories of winning the lottery. If you win it, then family's coming for you, friends are coming for you, people you thought were your friends are coming for you, and then people regret winning. I still don't think it would hit me that way, but who knows? There's only one way for me to find out.
You'd be buying TYT. You'd be burying Jenk. You'd be like, you're fired. You fire the whole. You'd become the Elon Musk of TYT. All of a sudden.
Understood. Absolutely.
You'd be like, I want all of you to tune into the Watchlist tomorrow. You're all fired. This is now the JJ Network.
The JJJ Network. Absolutely.
They are Young Turks.
You wouldn't hear much from me. Let's put it that way.